Welcome to the Voices of Recovery podcast. This is your spiritual principle of a day episode, featuring a recovering addict.
Hi, my name is Chris M. My clean date is June 9th, 2024. You're listening to the Voices of Recovery podcast. This is the spiritual principle of the day for June 5th. Valuing self-acceptance over validation. We no longer have to look for the approval of others because we are satisfied with being ourselves. IP number 19, self-acceptance. The 12 steps are the solution. For many of us, needing others' approval or seeking validation is perched near the top of our character defect list. We find we have lived in constant fear of making the wrong choices and others knowing our faults, weaknesses, and mistakes. We did everything we could to avoid being judged and actively, sometimes obsessively, sought others to tell us we're worthy, lovable, desirable, or cool. After a lifetime of self-deprecation, self-pity, and self-harm, how do we begin self-acceptance? Self-awareness is key to self-acceptance. Working our steps sparks that awareness. By sharing our inventories, assessing our defects, and struggling not to act on them, we gain a new perspective. We have been our own most vigorous judges and harshest punishers, not others. We harmed ourselves with the delusion that others' approval would make us satisfied with being ourselves. The emptiness we feel cannot be filled with validation from others. We have to find it within ourselves. Understanding what doesn't work is a good place to start. And soon we see that self-acceptance is an inside job that doesn't happen with the flip of a switch. We work hard to accept ourselves as we are now, and we can make the changes we want to see. We can lovingly reintegrate parts of ourselves we used to disown because they were no use to us in active addiction. Recovery helps us revamp mistakes into learning experiences rather than excuses to rag on ourselves and quit trying. As we continue to take personal inventory, we discover how we want to live our lives, who we want to spend them with, and what makes our hearts sing. Self-acceptance allows us to value someone's insight without living for their approval, or, for that matter, bowing to their condemnation. Spiritual principle. I know my strengths and my liabilities today, and I'm working to accept them both. Others have a role in my life, but it's not to determine my worth.
The Voices of Recovery podcast is an independent production of the Works of Wisdom. We welcome your questions and donations via PayPal at voicesofrecoverypod@gmail.com. This podcast is an independent production and is not affiliated with, associated with, authorized by, endorsed by, or in any way officially connected with Narcotics Anonymous or any of its subsidiaries or affiliates. While NA literature may be read during episodes for the purpose of supporting recovery, such use does not constitute an official endorsement or representation by Narcotics Anonymous. In accordance with NA tradition, the NA name is not to be used to endorse or be affiliated with any outside enterprise, and no such endorsement or affiliation is implied. Music is by Sage. Thanks for listening to the Voices of Recovery podcast.